Well, doesn't look like we're getting a regular direct for the rest of the year. If you haven't heard the news, let me break it down for you. So basically, we are getting a Kirby Airriders dedicated direct tomorrow morning, which I think is the perfect time for me to point out that we still don't have a dedicated release date for Metroid Prime 4. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of caught off guard by the news this morning, mainly because the whole thing just seems to be coming out of nowhere. The whole direct in total is gonna be about 45 minutes, which if you ask me is a bit fucking excessive, especially considering that the Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza directs were both like 15 minutes each. Not to say that I'm hating on this game or the direct in particular, just that the whole thing surrounding this direct just seems kind of weird. But I'm not really here to talk about Kirby Air Riders specifically, more or less the implications that this direct has on directs going forward in 2025, as I'm pretty sure this kind of confirms that we're not going to get a regular Nintendo Direct until probably 2026. Now, why exactly do I think that? Well, if you've been following the Nintendo Direct kind of news cycle, even though it's not really news, it's just kind of predictions, then you know that we've kind of been predicting a Nintendo Direct every week, or most people have been predicting a new Nintendo Direct every week since the first week of July. And spoiler alert, there hasn't been one. I mean, we did get a partner showcase in an indie world, which by most people's metrics doesn't really count. But if you aren't familiar with what this year is Mario's 40th anniversary, and I and many other people are expecting Nintendo to do a Mario 40th specific Direct sometime in September, kind of like what they did for Mario's 35th anniversary back in 2020. And considering that we have gotten literally nothing to tie in with Mario's 40th anniversary, most people are expecting September to be that month to at least get some announcements. Like I said, Mario's 35th, the Direct that we got, that was in September. I believe Mario 3D All-Stars also released in September of 2020. But even if we go back 10 years, Mario Maker, the original one on the Wii U, which was made to kind of commemorate Mario's 30th anniversary, that was released in September. It just seems like September is going to be that month to celebrate Mario's anniversary, whatever, anniversary that is. And considering that Nintendo has historically not done a traditional Direct past September, unless it is a game-specific Direct, it kind of seems like September is also the make or break for a Nintendo Direct for the rest or the latter half of whatever year we're in. And I think it's very unlikely that they do a Mario 40th anniversary Direct alongside a traditional Nintendo Direct all in the same month. That would be fucking cool if they did that, but if we just kind of look at historical trends, just seems very unlikely. What I think will likely end up happening is obviously we will get tomorrow's Kirby Air Riders dedicated Direct. For anyone thinking that you're going to hear anything other than Kirby Air Riders news, I would not expect anything like that. Just expect news about that specific game. I probably won't make a video about it unless the Direct really changes my life and I feel really compelled to do that. I feel like we'll then get a Mario 40th anniversary dedicated Direct sometime in early to mid-September. Maybe get like a small anniversary specific game, maybe like a remaster of maybe Galaxy 2, something that releases before the end of the year, and then maybe some bigger announcements during that. And then if Metroid Prime 4 is still coming out this year, which with this news I kind of doubt and wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back again, then we'll get a dedicated Direct maybe in let's say October or something like that, to kind of give us the last bits of information we may need for the game, as well as an actual release date, because that would be pretty fucking nice. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I'm pretty sure that's how things are gonna go. I don't know. That's just kind of what I think is gonna happen. But yeah, took a lot more out of a Kirby dedicated Direct announcement than anybody should. But yeah. Like I said in the last video, I am trying to make more videos. I am currently working on some other scripts. I'm probably going to have another video out this week and whatnot. If you haven't seen the Mario Kart video that I came out, because the views and the performance of that video is borderline abysmal, I would say give that a watch. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, that's pretty much all from me. I will see you all next time. Peace.